Hi, today's topic is about architecture, and we'll also discuss about a really famous architect who is Frank Gehry. So he has a really famous architect called the Dancing House in Prague, and it's a really colorful building. So, according to the lecturers, architect is the combination between science and art. So, the science here means architects must make the building strong, and art means it's have to be built. It has to be beautiful. It has aesthetics in it. According to Virtuosus, a Roman architect in the 1st century BCE, there are three main characteristics of building. First, made intended use. Second, it has to be strong or sound. And finally, it should be beautiful. So we will go through all three main characteristics of building, and we will discuss how Gehry applied these three characteristics into his work. The first characteristic is to meet intended use. So the architect or the building must have a reason to be built. For example, the school, which is a place to learn, so it has to be function or it has to be the best for teachers and students. The second characteristic is the building has to be sound or strong. Is it safe or is it lasting? Does it protect people? So the building must um, have those characteristics. And final, be beautiful. The aesthetics in it is have to be accepted by many people. It's obvious that this is a really hard principle to agree on because style changes. Maybe the style in the past is not really what we love today. So, how Gary applied these three characteristics into his work? As you know, he has many famous architect or buildings. For example, One Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles, or the Fish Dance Restaurant in Japan. So his work has a really distinct style, and he is also an architectural pioneer who always explore new possibilities in architecture. His style, we can use three words, three adjectives to describe his style: resourceful, playful, and innovative. Resourceful here means he built or he used many different kinds of materials. Playful here means that he applied bright color and fun design into his work. And finally, innovative. He always he always has new ideas, and it always innovates every day. So we will go through all of these three features of his style. First, resourceful. So back to the 1970s, architects usually used simple materials, and that were sheet metal, plywood, chain link fence. For example, in the work called, which is a mall in California, it has 6 stories high, and it was built by a chain link fence. It's really simple and really light. The second characteristic is playful. So here, Gary's always choose bold colors such as yellow, green, or gold. You will see this in some of the works, namely EMP Museum in Seattle or DG Bank Building in Germany. The last features is innovative. So Gary always tries to use irregular angles or shapes, and this has been proven in one of his work called the Victor Design Museum in Germany, and it was al- al- although it is really innovative, but it also structurally sound. So, how he developed his dynamic style throughout these years. Back to this 1970s, he's still a traditional architect, follow the norm. However, uh, during the time of 1977 to 1978, he began to experiment on his own house in Santa Monica, California, and he really liked it, but and also his neighbors. So the reason why he decided to develop these styles is that because he thinks that an artist are who push engineering limits to get the beautiful buildings, and the buildings, they also have to, besides beautiful, they also have to meet and please the users. So Gary is known for noteworthy architect because he dares to challenge by using simple materials, but also he can also create beautiful, strong, and purposeful structures, or and by and through his work.